Imagine being able to turn any pair of headphones, even demanding ones, into a high-resolution wireless setup, all with a device smaller than a matchbox. That's exactly what the iFi Go Blu Air claims to do. It's a Bluetooth DAC amp hybrid that promises desktop-like sound quality in your pocket. In today's video we're gonna see if this little device delivers on that promise, and by the end you'll know if it's something you should add to your everyday carry. Let's start by breaking down what the Go Blu Air actually brings to the table. Even though it's tiny, iFi didn't cheap out on the internal architecture. The Go Blu Air uses a proper 3-stage setup. One chip dedicated solely to Bluetooth reception, a separate high-quality DAC that handles the digital to analog conversion, and then a discrete analog amplifier, meaning the signal gets clean processing at every step, rather than being squeezed through one single multifunction chip. On the wireless side, it supports Bluetooth 5.2 along with essentially every desirable codec: LDAC, aptX Adaptive, LHDC HWA, AAC and SBC. So, no matter what device you connect, Android, iPhone, Windows, you're getting the best codec that hardware combination allows. For outputs you get both a standard 3.5mm jack and a 4.4mm balanced output, which is something you usually only see on more premium portable gear. The balance connection in particular gives the Go Blu Air significantly more power, climbing up to about 262 mW, which is more than enough to drive most portable headphones and pretty much all IEMs with real authority. iFi also includes its analog tuning options: X-Bass, which boosts low frequencies without making them bloated, and X-Bass, which gives the soundstage more room and air. What's nice is that these are not digital EQ patches. They're analog enhancements, so they feel natural rather than processed. Despite all of that tech, the Go Blu Air is extremely lightweight and easy to carry. It clips onto your clothing or bag, and the controls are simple enough to use one-handed once you get used to them. It features a built-in MEMS microphone with noise cancellation and echo suppression, allowing hands-free calls and easy access to your phone's voice assistant. The battery lasts about 10 hours depending on codec and volume, so it will get most people through a full day of mixed listening. The accessories are minimal but practical: a USB-C cable, a soft pouch and the optional clip. It doesn't feel luxurious, but it's practical, and that's clearly the design priority here. Now let's talk about sound, and to really get a feel for what the Go Blu Air can do, I tested it with 3 very different tracks and 2 different headphones: the Sennheiser HD650 and the Orivetti OH700VB IEMs. I started with Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, which is great for judging vocal intimacy and dynamic contrast. In the quiet first half, Billie's voice came through with natural warmth and clarity, sitting dead center without sounding pushed forward. Subtle details like breathiness and room reverb were easy to hear, and the acoustic elements felt well separated. When the track explodes in the second half, the Go Blu Air handled the shift smoothly. The guitar stayed controlled and the vocals did not get swallowed by the louder mix, something that lower quality Bluetooth setups struggle with. Next I went for Lose Yourself to Dance by Daft Punk. This track is driven by a tight, punchy bassline and crisp rhythmic elements. With the X-Bass turned on, the low end gained satisfying depth without becoming boomy. The bass hit firmly and stayed clean, keeping that signature Daft Punk groove intact. Even with X-Bass turned off, the device delivered excellent bass control. At higher volumes, the kick remained tight and articulate. The shimmer of the funky guitars and the robotic vocals were well layered, proving that the Go Blu Air handles energetic bass-driven music with ease. For something more spacious, I listened to Hotel California by Eagles. This track has a wide atmospheric soundstage with multiple guitars and vocal harmonies. Activating X-Bass noticeably opened things up. the stereo image widened and there was a stronger sense of depth. Guitars on the left and right had more breathing room. The Go Blu Air managed to keep all those layers clean and organized, giving the performers a convincing sense of space that you don't usually get from tiny Bluetooth devices. Across all 3 songs, the Go Blu Air remained impressively consistent. Clean mids, controlled bass, clear highs and enough power to keep the headphones sounding dynamic and lively. Most importantly, the signal never felt like generic Bluetooth audio. Instead, it felt surprisingly close to a solid wired DAC amp experience, just without the cable. Of course, it's not all perfect. The biggest drawback is the build quality. The Go Blu Air is mainly made of plastic, and while it keeps the device light, it doesn't exactly scream premium. The buttons and the small control wheel can feel a bit cheap and fiddly, especially if you're used to more solid gear. Another limitation is driving power. Although the balanced output packs a punch, high impedance headphones won't reach their full potential here. And if you push the volume to the upper limits, especially with brighter headphones, you may notice a bit of sharpness in the treble or bass losing tightness. But once you get past those points, the strengths are clear. For its size, the Go Blu Air delivers impressive wireless sound, with excellent codec support, real amplification power and a surprisingly refined tuning. The combination of LDAC, a proper DAC, balanced output and analog sound shaping makes it far more capable than typical Bluetooth dongles or adapters. It gives wired headphones and IEMs new life on the go, all while preserving the character of your gear instead of flattening it. And the portability is almost unmatched. It makes high fidelity listening genuinely mobile without dragging around extra boxes or cables. The iFi Go Blu Air is one of those rare portable devices that hits the sweet spot. It doesn't try to compete with desktop rigs, but it gives you a massive upgrade over your phone's Bluetooth output, without the usual compromises. If you have good wired headphones or IEMs and you want them to work wirelessly without losing their sound quality, the Go Blu Air is absolutely worth considering. It's not perfect, the build quality and max driving power won't please everyone, but the sound quality, codec support and portability makes it one of the most compelling Bluetooth DAC amps currently available. For many listeners, this is exactly the kind of product that makes going wireless finally feel like an upgrade rather than a downgrade. If you enjoyed this review, give the video a like and subscribe for more audio gear deep dives.